What is good, YouTube? This your boy Aaron.
It's Brian.
This is the Courtside View Podcast, and we are back today, and we are starting it off again. The final episode, the final chapter of How to Save the NBA. This is part 1. I don't know when I'm going to do part 2, but just stay tuned. But right now, this is the final chapter of the How to Save the NBA part. So I want to get to...
Wait, we can't forget.
What's up?
We gotta tell the people Happy New Year. This is the first
episode. That's right. This is
2025.
It is the first episode of the Courtside View Podcast from 2025. Thank you all for supporting the podcast. Make sure to go check out the videos. The links will be in the description as well. Go check out the other podcast channel as well. We got the NFL, we got the NBA. Go check that out.
Y'all really seem to like that Chiefs video.
Yeah.
See, the one time B1 Grias is when we glazing the Chiefs.
It's unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
It's unbelievable. But I think I got a video for a follow-up video for that Chiefs video.
Okay.
I'll talk about it a little later, but we'll get to that soon. But regardless, how to save the NBA. So I talked about the 3-point line. I talked about divisions. I talked about scheduling issues. I talked about college basketball. Links will be in the description for that. The final episode, I want to talk about the All-Star weekend. This has been a glaring issue for many, many, many years now. And I want to get to the bottom of this. I want to give some of my solutions to what I believe the NBA should do to improve All-Star weekend. So, number one, I'm not going to talk about Friday night. I'm going to leave Friday night out of this because I don't feel like there really needs to be much change. There's not really much they could really do. I'm just speaking to Saturday and Sunday. So number one, just getting to Saturday, we're eliminating that skills competition. Just throwing it out the window. Nobody cares about that. And we're bringing in one-on-one tournament. Now, this has been discussed by many, many people in the past, but me as the commissioner, I will bring in the one-on-one tournament, and the grand prize will be $500,000, which is a lot of money, especially for like rookie contract people. So I would do the one-on-one tournament, $500,000, and then for the dunk contest, instead of 4 participants, I will make it 6. 1 minute to complete a dunk. You're not allowed to do the same dunk twice. So, one of the problems I've noticed while watching the dunk contest is when a participant is doing the same dunk twice, it just doesn't have the same feeling. It doesn't have the same I don't know, like the crowd isn't into it as much because we expect it now. Mm-hmm. Well, to keep the unexpectedness, we have to make it such where you're not allowed to do the same dunk twice. And I give you 1 minute. I feel like 1 minute is enough.
Yeah.
30 seconds. I mean, I feel like 30 seconds. 30 seconds is enough. But like I give them 1 minute just because a lot of these dudes, like they love to miss dunks for whatever reason. So 1 minute, 6 participants. I don't like the 4 participants things because I feel like that's too little. It used to be a lot more. It used to be like 6 or 8. I want more participants in the dunk contest. I want to see more eyes. Limiting it to only 4 is just it's really hurt the product in my opinion. So that's how I'm gonna do with the dunk contest. And for the last thing, the All-Star game, we're going back to East versus West. Let's keep the tradition. Let's stop all the bullshit with the mini tournaments and all that. We're doing East versus West. And here's what I'll do to raise the stakes.
Okay.
We're going to do it like baseball, where the winner of the conference, they get home court advantage in the NBA Finals.
They still do that in baseball?
I don't know if they still do it, but
okay.
they used to.
Okay.
I think they need to do that to make the All-Star game more important, to make people want to watch the game. It makes the fan want to watch the game. So The prize will be, you might have some money involved as well. But the big prize, the reason why fans will tune into the game is not just because these are the best players in the world. It's because the winner of their conference will have home court advantage in the NBA Finals. I think it's only fair to raise just the competitiveness of the game. So that is what I will do. How to Save the NBA Episode 5, All-Star Game Edition. That's how I will say the All-Star Game. That's how I will save All-Star Weekend. What is your thoughts?
For the Saturday thing, I mean, that sounds good to me. Saturday, like, the dunk contest needs serious help. And I guess more participants would probably increase the variety of dunks we see versus seeing 4 dudes. And it's just like, oh, we did this one round, then boom, you win the finals. Like, what the heck is that all about? But then give it a skill competition. Honestly, I agree. A 1v1 tournament does sound much better because a lot of these dudes are like, most NBA players are unstoppable one-on-one, honestly. And that'd just be a great event to see. We see someone like Kyrie Irving or someone participate. That'd be funny. Fun to watch. As far as the All-Star game, East versus West home, winner gets conference gets home court advantage in the finals. I don't know how well that would go over, simply for the fact that if you're an All-Star on a team that has no chance of making the finals, why should you care whether your conference rival gets home court advantage or not? That's the only thing.
Then they'll be benched. Simple as that. If they're not on a competing team, then they're going to get benched. Okay, that's fine. We'll work around it.
Okay.
Majority of the players that are playing an All-Star game are on winning teams.
That is true.
We'll work around it. I assure you that.
Okay.
So
I do like the there needs to be some type of incentive for these guys that want to go out there and play. It
can't just be money. It can't be like, we're gonna give you $100,000 to your favorite charity. Like, no, bro.
No,
it ain't gonna work.
Something's gotta happen. So I ain't even mad at it.
Yeah, that's how I would do all this mini tournament stuff. Oh, we're gonna create 4 teams. Like, nah, let's not do that. Let's go back to the tradition, East versus West. Let's raise the stakes. That's how you raise the stakes. Adam Silver's not gonna do it though, because he's too scared. But that's how you improve the All-Star game. That's how you improve All-Star Weekend, in my opinion. And I think the one-on-one tournament, it doesn't even have to be a star player. It can be just guys that could be on the bench. It could be rookies, guys that are rookies. And what it will do is that it will show people that, these are NBA players. Like, yeah, they're on the bench. Yeah, they're young. They're rookies. They're not all-stars, but they're NBA players. These are the best players in the world. And it allows people to appreciate the talent level even more for the simple fact that if it's not a Kyrie, if it's not a LeBron, if it's not one of these all-star caliber players, and they're doing some crazy stuff on one-on-one tournament, it'll make people appreciate the game more. It will get more recognition to like players that, they were just on the bench. They weren't really known that much. Now they're more known than ever. I think the one-on-one tournament will be great.
Tournament, is it 3 dribbles, or you just gonna let them cook?
I think I'm gonna let them cook. I'm gonna put a timer on it. I'll probably have a timer on it.
10 seconds. If 10 seconds per possession?
maybe 10 seconds.
Okay.
Since it's one-on-one, I might.
I mean, 3 dribbles is good when it's like in like a closed open gym setting.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to put it on TV, you probably will have to extend that to give it a little more flair.
Yeah. And then I don't think I would do make it take it, because then people
how
like
would the matchup go against like certain different positions? Because a guard versus center, like, come on now. Like,
that is true.
There would have to be like some type of.
That is true. That's a good point. I haven't thought about that. I haven't gone that far. I haven't gone that far. Maybe we could do a thing where
you could just do it
it's 2. So let's say it's guard. It's like guards, wings, and then it's like bigs. Like, so it's like 2 separate competition where it's like big man versus big man, guard versus guard, or guard versus wing, and just have it like that.
Okay.
To make it balanced.
Because a guard is smoking any big in one-on-one.
Or we could just keep it guard wing heavy. No bigs.
True. That is true.
You know what I mean? That way it makes it a lot easier for people.
But then let's say Wembanyama wanted to participate, you gotta have him. You gotta make an exception.
I don't know, man.
If
Wembanyama
wants to do 1v1, I ain't gonna stop him. I'm gonna find somebody to play again. I'm like, where Chet Holmgren at?
We might have to do what they did with Steph and Sabrina.
Oh,
have just a special competition, and winner is crowned like the one-on-one king.
Oh no.
Yeah, have something like that. But yeah, man, that's how I do it. That is the how to say the NBA. Okay. And
they really, because All-Star Weekend used to be a really big deal.
Used to be an event.
Nowadays it's
boring as hell.
Yeah.
It's just there.
Exactly.
You know, I think it's like a week or two after Super Bowl too.
Mm-hmm.
So like, you know, you're coming after the Super Bowl, and this is what you show.
Like the last really good All-Star Weekend was what?
2020.
2020. Yeah. 2020.
That was the last one because I don't remember. Like, unfortunately, Kobe passed. So like,
they actually
players.
Tried in that
the All-Star week. Yeah, the All-Star game was phenomenal, and then you had the dunk contest where Aaron Gordon was robbed again. Dwayne Wade.
Jones.
Because of Dwayne. Remember, he dunked over Taco Fall, and Dwayne Wade was like, "Oh, he didn't really clear him." Like bullshit. But anywho, that is what I think right now. Check out the 5 episodes, and we'll move on from here. Just let me be.